Welcome to episode 12 of the In the Real podcast. We're your host, Aces and DJ, and today we got a jam-packed episode of a bunch of topics ranging from Zootopia review, Supergirl teaser, Lanterns, Batman 2 updates,
Doomsday.
and so much more. And we got a couple hot games that we're going to play. I'm going to test this guy's, what he's feeling with actors and top movies, so I don't want to spoil too much, but we'll get into it soon. So, yeah, man, take it away.
All right. First and foremost, guys, if you've been following along with us, you know we started our real reactions where we react to different shows, movies. Right now, we're killing The Walking Dead. We started Stranger Things. We did Marvel Zombies. And we are going to be, we have started a Patreon, and we're going to be just putting a lot of stuff on there, unedited reactions to everything we've watched. So by the time this comes out, you should have all the Walking Dead episodes that we've watched so far. For sure. And the first Stranger Things. We might not get the Marvel Zombies on there, but from here on out, everything is going on Patreon. Unedited reactions. So yeah, tune in, man. Tune in.
Raw.
Yeah, raw. All right, man. There's a new show announcement. I think you'll be very, very amped for this one. Yeah.
What is it?
Yellowstone Marshals.
Yes, I did hear about that.
Follows Casey Dutton, played by Luke Grimes. After the events of Yellowstone, instead of ranch life, Casey joins an elite unit of the U.S. military, or U.S. Marshals, working in rural Montana with the Yellowstone Ranch behind him. Dutton uses his background as a cowboy and as a former Navy SEAL to bring range justice to Montana. It says the show blends Western elements, cowboys, ranch origins, Montana setting with a more modern crime drama, law enforcement tone, similar tone to True Detective, Justified, Sons of Anarchy, Terminal List, and Jack Reacher, which I think you're going to really love.
They just took all the greatest shows of that category and they're like, it's going to be like this one.
Set to premiere March 1st next year, 2026.
I hate when True Detective is one of those shows that a new show always gets compared to.
Yeah.
It's going to be like True Detective.
Yeah.
True Detective.
Because it set the tone. It really set that tone, especially that first season that was Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson, right? That was really good.
Yeah. And is it the same writer as Yellowstone?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I should
What's his name again? I totally forgot.
Taylor Sheridan.
The
GOAT. One of the GOATs of just one of the producing and writing GOATs. Yeah. Made a lot of great television, even movies too. Yeah. But yeah, I had to bring that up because I know you're definitely gonna rock with that one.
One of the better parts of Yellowstone, Casey. Like every time he had screen presence, it was interesting. His family dynamic was interesting. He was interesting.
There were times where it was a bit like broski, just do something.
I don't think that's him. I think that's more of the writing.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Actor himself.
Luke Grimes killed it.
Yeah.
Amazing role. It's very, very good. I love Casey. So I can't wait for that as well.
I could see a show about Rip too, to be honest.
They are. It's in early development of Rip and Beth having their own spinoff.
No, that would
which
be
I'm so
crazy.
I'm very surprised this got announced first because I heard about that first.
I think this is a layup though.
Yeah,
this is easy. This
guy knows.
You can do it quick. That's it's gonna need real fine tuning.
Yeah,
facts. Because it could be really good if they just don't rely on the character themselves. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if we're just gonna get a bunch of episodes of Beth acting crazy and Rip just beating up people in bars, that's just Yellowstone. So
yeah, that's true.
We gotta see what they're gonna do.
So I watched Zootopia too. I think Zootopia 1 I'll put in a category of very highly rated movies. And I was talking about this recently. I really gatekeep a lot of my 10s.
Zootopia.
No, not 2.
Oh, okay.
Not 2. The first one, though, I would probably put it up there with 10 out of 10. Great writing, great characters. 10? Have you ever watched it?
No, it's not my cup of tea.
There you go. So, yeah, I think the first one is great. I think it's absolutely amazing. Jason Bateman as the fox. I'm not too sure who plays the girl from, I don't know if you watched that show, Once Upon a Time. There's a Snow White. Was she Snow White? I think she was Snow White. Anyways, people who know her, I love Zootopia. I was really excited for this movie, but going into it, of course, another sequel, you know what I'm saying? It followed the nature of sequels, I should say. But it wasn't horrible. It really wasn't. I give it like a 6.5, 6
Are
out
you
of
a fan
10.
of sequels? I like sequels a lot, actually.
Well, something I like, yeah. If they do it right, yeah, I'm a fan of sequels. But like, it depends if it's needed. Zootopia 2, yeah, you can make 3, 4 movies. I would always watch it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's not real movies, bro.
But and like the stuff this movie talks about is just, it's like, bro, like a lot of like ethnic cleansing. Like honestly, that's what the gist of this film was. Zootopia is a place where all these animals
Yeah.
live there, but you never see reptiles. And then you find out these reptiles were like outcasted. All reptiles, snakes, everything. Nobody's ever seen them. And then you come to find out, like, yo, spoilers.
I think you're okay.
Spoilers. You come to find out that these snakes got dissed. And basically their land got snowed over. Because like the way it works is like, you have one section, it's like the Arctic, and then you go through a wall, and the other side is like the desert,
Yeah.
and then it's the rainforest type of shit, right? So like the snakes got ran out. Like, yo, messaging behind this movie, that's 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
It was just, it felt boring at times. You know what I'm saying? It didn't give me that same feeling I did as the first one. It did keep the same humor, but it was like less of Nick Wilde, which is Jason Bateman's character. Not really less, because he's still the main character, but didn't really do as much. They focused on Judy Hopps more. But yeah, I give it a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd, but like a 6.5 out of 10. It wasn't bad, but that's my Zootopia 2 review.
Since we're talking about, movies that we don't usually watch, or I guess that's a movie you would watch, but like a random movie, I will bring up that I did watch Wicked 2.
No way. Did you watch the first one?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I didn't watch any of them, so this is all you. So.
I watched the first one and I watched the second one. And I'm not going to lie, that's not my personality. Like musicals, like that's like water.
I could have told you that.
No,
I could have actually told. That's something like I should have been like, I watched Wicked. I give it a chance. What are you in there for? You went to the theaters?
Bro, it's my fiance.
Ah, yeah, this guy. Okay,
She
that makes sense.
absolutely is the biggest fan of Wicked. Like, she loves them. She loves the characters. She loves the movies. That's like, bro, that's like a top 5 movie for her. Anyways, okay. My opinion, I don't like musicals. That is like, when I watch TV shows and there's a musical, it's like the equivalent of me getting waterboarded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just need
like all the time, in the Flash and the Arrow, all these shows.
That's the last time I can remember a musical to show, and I hated it. Oh my goodness! But the one thing,
running home to you.
like, come on, bro, what are we doing?
Oh,
but
man,
the one thing
yeah.
I'll say about this movie is that visually fantastic, 10 out of 10. Like, there was a lot of CGI in it.
Yo, I heard this movie is
obviously.
dog shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Really?
Every review I see, it's like, yeah, the first one was way better. This one was just trash. Everybody I've seen, other podcasters, people in our space, a lot of people are saying that this was just, the first one had magic, but this one was garbage, apparently.
I would say, with a sequel, this wasn't like a traditional sequel that you see nowadays, where it's like the first movie kind of wrapped it up and then part 2 is like a completely different plot. No, this was a continuation of the first movie's story, right? So it's kind of similar to the whole Zootopia thing, where they're in this magical world where there's a bunch of animals and a bunch of creatures, and the wizard is like this phony who's trying to like pretty much put out this propaganda that the Wicked Witch is a terrible person. And it turns out
I know the lore because of the Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
It turns out she's not, and it was cool. I didn't really know too much about it, but again, like the original story of the Wizard of Oz is you have the girl with the Dorothy with the shoes and all the other characters and how they're gonna go take down the witch. But
I saw that in the trailer too.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of want to watch it, because
they show it from
the
reverse.
lion, the scarecrow,
Yes,
Tin Man.
from their perspectives, how they became the lion, how they became the Tin Man, how Dorothy was involved. Like, they show all their origins in
Dorothy too, eh?
Yeah. Well,
like, was she a
not
baby
so
or
much-
something?
Not so much Dorothy, but they explain how she got the shoes. They explain how the Tin Man became the Tin Man. It's all like they're all tragic characters, and it just shows you a different perspective.
I heard they all got
original
just by Shorty. That's what Charlemagne said.
You know what? I don't want to expose it too much for people who haven't watched it, but it's a lot of tragedy. It's a lot darker than the first one, which is I think why I liked it better than the first one.
Out of 10? Wait, what do you give the first one?
Like, the first one, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think I was just so cheesed that I had to like listen to that. So like, I honestly, I can't rate it. It's not something I can rate because it's not my cup of tea. But But if you were open-minded and saying, "Yo, this is like something I would watch if I was forced to," which I definitely was. Love you. I'd give it a 6.5, but that's just because a lot of it. There's a lot of musicals. Like it's like 45%. You just don't like the music, yeah. And it's like, yo, bro.
Yo, another thing about Zootopia too. Talk numbers. It is the biggest animated movie opening ever.
Really?
Ever. Okay. It opened to 556 million, the fourth biggest global opening ever. Damn. And I think, global. But highest grossing openings worldwide, Avengers Endgame at 1.2 billion, Infinity War 640 million, Spider-Man No Way Home at 600 mil, and Zootopia right after that. Zootopia 2.
You know, like when rappers talk about like streams and like rappers will be like, nah, they're faking their streams. I feel like they gotta be faking this shit because I've never heard.
No, fam. A lot of their
Zootopia, Wicked.
Yeah, but that's you. I heard about it. You get what I'm saying? Like, and like, I feel like when it comes to these things, when it comes to you and what you hear about, it's more of a niche. What's it called? Part of like movies and stuff like that. You get a lot of action stuff and a lot of like the superhero stuff as well. But when it comes to, and maybe like big news, but that was my bag. Disney movies and all that. Like, I'm definitely gonna be seeing this. Like the fact that you didn't know Zootopia at all, the first one either.
No, I know the movie.
You heard of it, but you've never.
I'm just not gonna watch it.
Number one thing to sell are to kids.
Yeah, that's
and
the only thing that's making this.
On top of that, too, animals, because that shit sells in China, bro. This is where these guys make their money. It's not here. It's China. That's why James Gunn puts these animals and these creatures because it sells very well, especially in China, which is like the next biggest market. Yeah. So these guys know what they're doing, man. You add an animal that's cute and has a little purpose in the movie, and you're making dollars, man.
Supergirl teaser. I know we already talked about it in our reaction video.
Go check it out, guys. We put the reaction video on our page, Real Reaction. So yeah, check that out.
Honestly,
Guardians.
I was very let down. I don't want to say, like it looked like I was let down.
Okay, I kind of expected this.
But it's not even James Gunn writing it. Like, where the hell is this guy?
Which is crazy. I didn't know that. I thought he was still writing it. Can you search that up, please, before we continue and we spread misinformation?
Yeah. James Gunn did not write Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Anna Noriega, definitely butchering that, wrote the screenplay while Gunn produces alongside Peter Safran. I mean, he's technically going to produce
he's involved in a way, but that being said, that's even crazier because this is what I expected, and I thought he was writing it. He's not writing it,
nope.
And this is still what we're getting. So my question is, if I pitch James Gunn a movie,
is he gonna slap your face off?
And I give him a Guardian-esque or like a Suicide-esque, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Is that what people need to do now to get hired to direct these movies? If all we're gonna get is, bro, I'm okay with Superman, and I love Superman. 9 out of 10. I stand on that, but
there's only so much we can take of that.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not
flavor.
gonna lie.
Pause.
James Gunn, it's like Peacemaker, Superman, and I love these projects, guys, but I can't have so much of just this one style. You know what I mean? Seeing that trailer, number one, I was never excited, like I said in the review, in the reaction, because I'm not a big Supergirl fan like that. I don't really care for this movie like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I might not even go opening weekend. But I'm lying still. I'm going to go. I wasn't disappointed going into it. Like, I'm like, yo, I have no expectations. But then when I watch it, I did get a little disappointed from being like,
it's not something.
This is Guardians.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't want to see that.
And it's you know what really I think pissed off a lot of people. I don't even think that was the part that pissed off people or like upset people. I think the part that really got everyone really, really annoyed was the Walkman headphones.
Yeah.
It's 2025 and you're referencing this white rock music idea that these guys love to shoehorn in these movies. No one knows what that is. I don't even know what that is. And I'm 30, okay? Mm-hmm. Like, how are you going to expect people, like, younger, like, no one knows. Like, it's a cool idea. It worked with Peter Quill.
Because he's a kid from Earth who leaves. He's basically another man at a time.
That's why it worked. Yeah. But, like, with Supergirl, it's like, okay, maybe is she an alien and that's the first form of music she discovers, but like it's just it changed the headphones at the very least. They're
Yeah.
the exact same
The
headphones.
exact same ones, yeah.
You know? And it's like maybe that's the only headphones that came with a Walkman at a time. I don't know. It was just really annoying. But Craig
But like,
Gillespie,
even if it is, yeah.
Craig Gillespie is, am I pronouncing it right? Yeah, Craig Gillespie, Gillespie, whatever. He's the director of Cruella 2, Dumb Money,
The Money was a banger.
$1 Million Arm, Lars and the Real Girl, and I, Tanya. So I'm not gonna lie, I've watched Cruella. Cruella was kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie.
What was it?
Yeah, Emma Stone.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, this is like definitely
Emma Stone's up there.
little bit. Yeah, she is. This is definitely a little bit, I think, out of his territory. But you know, he has a lot of movies with female leads, so I see why they gave him the job. But I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see what this fellow has in store for us. But from what I hear, it's gonna be very similar to the comic Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. So,
Which is a very tragic story. But like, people can't really now get surprised if people are going crazy. Fans can't get mad at other fans for being like, what the hell's going on? You know what I mean? At some point, it's like, when it comes to, I don't know how to explain this, but like when it comes to Superman, things were changed, but we got the campy Superman that a lot of people wanted at the end of the day. So we can look at that like very comic book accurate. David Cornswell did very well. But then we have stuff like Crypto doing the most. You know what I mean? We have certain things in that movie that needed to be refined. And you look into the future and you're like, okay, yeah, it could be refined very easily.
Yeah.
But then the next project, we're getting Supergirl and we're getting another Guardians movie. My question is like, yo, how much are we gonna, not excuse, but how many excuses are we gonna give this? Like, what's going on?
I don't think it's an excuse. I think the movie was a good foundation, but it came at the wrong time. It came at a time where, like, I think heading into 2025, people were just burnt out with like IP movies, specifically superhero movies and CGI movies. I think people are burnt out over it. So when you give them a formula that is successful, which is, it is very Marvel-esque, where it is campy, it's true to the character, and that's what people want to see with that specific character. I think people would have given it a pass a lot more if it wasn't for like fatigue, like superhero fatigue.
We'll give what a pass.
The movie itself, I feel like people are only nitpicking and looking at it with a lens, is because there's a general fatigue right now where people want to see better quality projects with different tones. But I think that is going to happen if you just even look at Lanterns too, which we're going to talk about in a bit. That is a very drastic, different take from Superman. Like, that's a big departure from color, from visuals, everything. Like, it's a big difference. So I feel like we just gotta wait to see this movie. Lobo looked really good. That was a big plus.
That's a plus. That is a big positive. Like, but that's also something that I wasn't surprised about. It's, you got the best actor for the job.
Yeah.
You just do the makeup right, and you got the perfect casting.
It's a layup.
Actually, I think the most perfect comic book casting might just be this guy's Lobo.
Yeah. Batista as Brainiac. Then James Gunn hinting that Brainiac might not be in the movie. And also debunking that Batista's not going to be Brainiac.
Yeah.
So I've been seeing a lot of Batista love over the years, specifically from, a lot of the movies he's done recently with James Gunn, just in general. Like, he's been proving himself as an actor. And I always see people want to suggest characters for him. Bane, Dr. Hugo Strange.
He'd be a hard Bane.
A lot of DC characters. And yeah, he was rumored to be Brainiac. How do you feel about him being suggested for all these DC villains? Do you want to see more of him? Do you think 100%. He can fit into this new world? And
I think he's great.
What about Brainiac?
I think he's great. I think he's a great actor, and there's more to come from that guy. And I do think he'd be a hard Brainiac, especially with the deep voice, just picturing him talk slowly. You know who else he'd be sick as?
Who?
Vandal Savage.
Oh, right.
I think he'd be a great
That's a
Family
really good
Savage.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Hugo
He has
Strange
range, bro.
is the best thing for him.
Uh,
I think Hugo
he has
Strange
range, bro.
is the best thing for him.
He could be a good Hugo
Yeah.
Strange, but I think that's kind of like a waste.
I feel like
He could
Bane's
be
a
a
waste.
great. Well, he doesn't want to be Bane. He already said
Yeah,
that. So
it's
that's
just
definitely not going to
too
happen.
vanilla for him. It's too easy. Like,
Yeah.
be a big guy, and we've already kind of seen Bane. Like,
Nah, he already said no. So forget about that. But yeah, Brainiac would be super hard. Brainiac would be super duper hard.
well, James Gunn said that's not true, and he also said, "Who said that I said Brainiac's gonna be the villain of Man of Tomorrow?" So that's a real curveball right there. I don't know if he's just like,
It would make sense. Supergirl movies coming out. That whole storyline has to do with Brainiac destroying these guys' planet and all that stuff. So if you have this movie coming out this year to kind of tie it into Superman 2027, makes sense.
yeah,
To the point where, because this is going to be in the past, right?
yeah.
A lot of it's gonna be based
I
in the
don't
past,
know. I don't
maybe?
know. I never read that comic. Funny enough.
Or it's when she leaves her crib or Krypton. So her crib, or Krypton. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's way before she even comes to Earth and all that stuff. I think they're gonna play on time with that movie, but I do think it could lead into the next Superman movie. Like just thinking about it, it's very smart to do that. And then boom, Brainiac's like that's something I want. Just do it. Fuck, man.
It's pissed.
Just
Okay.
do it, bro.
Batman 2 news. A lot of news has been coming out from that movie. Scarlett Johansson in talks to being a character that we don't know.
I love it, bro. I love it.
Instead of Emma Stone allegedly turned down the role.
And this shorty ran for it apparently as soon as she heard that. But
She's making a comeback in the box office. Low key, huh?
well, Jurassic World did numbers.
Yeah.
But Batman, yeah, that I can see that coming. You know why I like this? Because you already established yourself as one of the most popular. You revolutionized women superheroes. You know what I mean? As Black Widow, like one of the first real superheroes we saw.
Shane
on
Rosa
screen.
Parks now, relax.
Yeah, okay, but still, like she's still one of the biggest women figures. You put any you talk about any shorty in a movie superhero action type. She's one
Yeah,
of the
she-
biggest
she
names
did
you're
put
gonna
on.
talk
She
about.
put on. She put
Especially
on.
with Black Widow, and over 10 years. Anyways, you give her flowers, bro. Don't ever talk shit again. Scarlett Johansson, what's it called? To now go from that to
The Batman franchise would be insane.
be crazy, but like we don't
Good
need
resume.
you as someone big.
Yeah, I mean,
Be a
like,
just a regular character. You want to be a bad guy for one movie? Amazing.
yeah, people are saying Poison Ivy. People are saying, who else?
Poison Ivy would go hard.
The Mask of
Poison Ivy would go
Phantasm. Where I don't know if you watched that animated movie.
Or what if they do the Court of Owls?
Yeah, she could
In
be
the
something
movie,
like that.
with the animated movie, I think it was Batman versus Robin.
Mm.
Like the Court of Owls was hard, and it was a shorty running it.
I don't
So-
think they're gonna do that. I'm not gonna lie.
It might not. No,
Yeah.
Of course not. But like, you never know.
Also, another rumor that got shut down very fast. There's a lot of rumors about this movie coming out. I don't know. Brad Pitt
I saw that too.
being looked at for Harvey Dent, which is like, I think the internet would explode if he ever got casted in a Batman movie for anything, let alone Harvey Dent.
That'd be amazing.
I just felt, I'm like,
Harvey
yo,
Dent would be
why
really
are we
good.
recycling characters that we've already seen? That's the problem with Batman. He's so good that you can watch a million Batman movies with a million Jokers and a million Harvey Dents, but I want to see different characters.
Yeah, but that's something where it's like Harvey Dent is the DA. So if you want to establish him as the DA, but not use this character for a minute,
yeah,
you can do that because he's in the everyday thing, especially as the DA. You know what I'm saying? Harvey Dent, but no, Brad Pitt would be sick as Harvey Dent.
Yeah, he turned it down, and I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, but it could be one of those situations where he looked at it, it's like,
Yeah.
superhero movie, I'll pass.
You know what? I was thinking about this the other day. There should be a rule. If you play a big like IP character,
Yeah.
you should not be able to play another big IP character. In my opinion. Like, so hear me out.
would
Hear
have
me
done
out.
Chris
Hear me out.
Evans.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Johnny Storm and then Captain America, in my head, that's fine. Someone like
'cause he
Oscar
went from
Isaac.
low to high.
Yes.
Okay,
Someone
okay,
like
okay.
Oscar Isaac who did freaking, what's his name? Apocalypse to Moon Knight, Spider-Man 99. You know what I mean? Was it Spider-Man 99? 2099. Something like that, sick. You know what I mean? Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom. Okay. Anyways, like, you know what I'm saying? That's
Look at this
crazy, but
cheesy.
it is at the end of the day another level up. That should be the pinnacle. That should be it. We should never see another big character. Like, I don't want to see Benedict Cumberbatch play Ra's al Ghul. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or like a big, give it to somebody else. We need to see more actors in these roles. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
It's not the same 5 actors.
yeah, every time. So I think that should be a thing. You shouldn't reuse these actors as these big characters. Actually, the last Benedict Cumberbatch as Ra's al Ghul, man. And it's not as big. Okay, Benedict Cumberbatch being someone like,
Though that's crazy. He's globally recognized as Doctor Strange. Like,
yeah,
he
exactly.
made that role popular. No one knew who that was prior to him.
Like, he shouldn't play
Hang on.
Green Arrow. That's a bad example, but it's an example. You know what I mean? He shouldn't play another superhero.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want people to look at this and be like, oh, well, then this person can't play this person. No, if you played a great hero or a great villain,
yeah.
you can swap. I'll allow
you
that.
You can't be iconic and then do it again, because it's just it's like Tobey Maguire playing like Batman. We're just gonna look at him like he's just Spider-Man. Like, no.
Yeah.
Like,
but if he wants to play Bullseye, go ahead. You know what I mean? Do it. Like, do it. Or Bullseye is also Marvel. If he wants
I don't
to play,
know. I don't think he can do anything.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie. He just killed his shit too much.
Yeah.
Like, everyone thinks Spider-Man. You see him in any movie, Brothers, whatever. Like, whatever. But yeah, man.
Yeah, no. Keep these actors, bro, to their thing, and it can that's like legacy now. You know what I mean? If it's a new era, sure. Spider-Man, I think, did it perfectly. There's 3 Spider-Mans, 3 different eras. Like, boom.
Yeah.
These guys, how many Batmans we have in, man? How many Supermans? It's a lot. And even Superman, I feel like, was a bit more stretched out. You had a lot on TV. That's the problem. There was a lot of TV ones while there were movie ones.
Make sense.
Yeah, that, like, crazy. Spider-Man did it right. I think, like, someone like The Flash did it right. But anyways.
All right, man. Well, it's time for our game of, I was going to say game of the day, but really just the first game of the pod, I would say. And it's a gladiator style actors match. So the name of the game is, I'm going to name you some actors and you're going to choose between those actors. And you're going to keep choosing the actor that you think is the better actor.
Okay.
And you're just going to keep going until someone else beats them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. John Cena or Glenn Powell?
Are we going off of, my bad, are we going off of acting ability or who I want to see?
Acting. Who's a better actor?
Who's a better actor?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. This is a hot seat.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's a better actor?
John Cena or Glenn Powell?
Yeah, I don't want you to think about it too fast.
Glenn Powell.
Okay. All right. Glenn Powell or David Cornsweet?
Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell is like next up, bro.
Damn. Okay.
A lot of people sleep on that guy, fam.
Glenn Powell or Tom Holland?
Glenn Powell.
Yo, I did not expect this.
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell or Jacob Elordi?
Jacob Elordi.
Okay. Jacob Elordi or Aaron Pierre?
Oh, I see a lot of potential with Aaron Pierre. But for now, Jacob Elordi.
Really?
Jacob Elordi.
Damn. Jacob Elordi
Frankenstein was amazing, bro.
or Ryan Gosling? This is kind of crazy that you're even thinking about it. Like, I could see why you're thinking about it, but like, come on, bro.
Ryan Gosling, because I saw more things with Ryan Gosling.
That's crazy. You even thought about it,
Bro. How many things have you saw with Jacob Elordi? Can I ask you that? Do you even know this guy's filmography?
Just Euphoria.
There you go. So how are you saying this is crazy?
No,
you don't even know he's been there.
he's a good actor, but Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling has done the same thing in half of his movies. What are you talking about?
Well, he's just nonchalant.
He's not the greatest actor, but what
he's
he
a good
does
actor.
is really, really good. But he's
Yeah.
not the most rangeful actor, in my opinion. But I haven't watched La La Land.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's like his greatest movie ever.
You could say he's a better actor than Jacob Elordi, though. That's for sure.
But you saw one thing, and it was his first
Yeah,
thing ever.
yeah, and I could still say it.
All right,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Ryan Gosling or Austin Butler?
Austin Butler, 100%.
Fair.
Range, man.
Fair.
Range.
He's a good actor. Austin Butler or Zendaya?
Austin Butler.
Austin
I
Butler.
think Zendaya's overrated. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No.
Zendaya's overrated.
I'm not gonna lie. I like her. She's cool.
I like her. She's a good actress. I think she's overrated. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fair.
There are people who are just overrated.
Yeah, that's fair.
She's just very
That's fair.
overrated.
She is down everyone's throat.
And I haven't really like. I'm not a big Euphoria person. Like,
You watch Challengers?
I don't like her in. I don't like her. Unfortunately, I don't like her in Spider-Man at all. Like at all. I don't like her in Spider-Man. Challengers was one of the weirdest movies I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah, that was weird.
She like is she a bad actress? Hell no. But is she hella
Questionable
overrated?
roles.
Yeah, but maybe that shows her range to a lot of people. It's just not films for me, so I wouldn't really watch it. But my bad, keep going.
That's fair. Okay, Austin Butler or Paul Mescal?
Paul Mescal.
Yeah,
Oh, another guy on the
he's
rise.
a banger.
Like you're naming a lot of like the next generation.
Yeah,
This is
man.
really hard, bro. I'm
yeah.
cheese. Glenn Powell's out. I'm just whole back.
Sorry, man. Paul Mescal or Jeremy Allen White? I love him.
I saw a few TikToks from that movie Hamnet that Paul Mescal is in, and it's basically I think he's Shakespeare. It's the story of Shakespeare. Yeah, it looks really good. Like it looks really good. And when he did in Gladiator, he was one of my favorite parts of Gladiator.
That movie was very generic. It wasn't good or wasn't bad whatsoever, but like it was just
It was whatever. Yeah,
flat.
facts. It was whatever.
Yeah.
But I would go.
Jeremy Allen White is fantastic.
love the Bear. Jeremy Allen White. I would have to go.
in The Bear. He's
Yeah,
fantastic.
he's fantastic.
Yeah.
That show is fantastic.
Okay, Jeremy Allen White, Barry Keoghan.
Jeremy Allen White. I have seen more of him than Barry Keoghan.
Keoghan?
Yeah.
Damn. Barry Keoghan? We're gonna need like a real book.
Yeah.
I think it could be for
One
like
day I'm gonna
hours.
like just low key find all the times you messed up on names.
Barry Keoghan was actually in Top Boy. I don't know.
I remember. Yeah.
And that was actually very surprising. I'm like, wow, like this is kind of crazy that they put this Irish guy in this movie in this show, this like low key show. But honestly, he's a great actor.
And they put him in there after Eternals came out. That season dropped after
Yeah.
Eternals, so that's how I knew he was in there. But yeah,
I think this one's gonna be easy. Jeremy Allen White or Timothy Chalamet.
Timmy.
Yeah,
Timmy.
that's fair. I'm not gonna lie, he's the GOAT right now.
And that's personally me. I can see the argument where Jeremy Allen White can watch this guy. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah,
I'm not gonna lie.
nah.
Or Paul Mescal. Or fucking
No.
Paul Mescal is great.
Yeah, but
Glenn
like
Powell. Can I just say Glenn Powell? I might just put him at the top right now.
Glenn
Because
Powell's back, huh?
That guy is
He's
really
funny.
good, and
He's funny.
everything he does is so different.
He's funny as
He's
hell.
hilarious.
He's
And
he's
everything
actually
he does.
hilarious. I don't know. My
He'd be
sister
a
was
perfect-
watching this one TV show. He was in like it's like an older style where they're like in like high school and like I don't know what it's called. It was one of the funniest things I was watching with her. He plays like a douche. He's funny.
He's I forgot what I was gonna say because now I'm trying to think of the show you're talking about. But
It might have been a Disney show.
he would have been a perfect Hal Jordan.
Oh yeah,
Perfect
Yeah.
Hal Jordan.
Grow out the hair a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But I feel like him, Timmy, they're the type of guys who are like, yo, we're not gonna do. We already know Timothy Chalamet said he's not doing a superhero thing, which is kind of weird because he auditioned for Spider-Man, and didn't get it. So now it just seems like
Yeah, but he
Leo.
created his own lane though, and honestly, like every movie that he's in, it's like
You're right. He could have
They're good
evolved
movies.
into, and he had that conversation with Leonardo DiCaprio apparently of like, yo,
yeah,
but yeah, continue.
and he definitely is in the best movies out of all the newer guys. You know what I mean? Like hasn't been in a lot of duds, to be honest. Like I just watched The King on Netflix.
Yeah.
Or I think it was whatever.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. But what's the
Very
last
good.
movie he came? He's coming out with a ping pong movie.
Fuck, I forgot, but I'll come back to it.
Like you see when people are saying theaters are dying and stuff, and we don't have movie stars anymore. These are the people we got to be watching. The Zendayas and the
But they're just not like the
Timothys,
old
Tom
movie
Holland,
stars
Glenn
like
Powell.
like
Aaron
Tom
Pierre.
Cruise, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Richard Gere. Like those are the old guys. I don't know. These guys are still like
Yeah, but like, and those guys were making. That's the thing, bro. There's no more original IPs anymore compared to like
yeah. A lot of people are not
big,
running.
big, famous ones.
Okay, Timothy Chalamet or Anna Taylor-Joy.
She's very good. Yo, you did very good on this. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I curated this.
I'll
list.
say Anya. I love Queen's Gambit. You know me in the Gorge. Timothée Chalamet does not have one movie on my top 5 of this year right now. So
damn. Okay.
If you put Miles Teller in there, I'm dropping this and I'm walking away.
I should have. I forgot.
Oh my god! Don't do it. That guy's the GOAT.
Anya or Michael B. Jordan? I always say this about Michael B. Jordan is that he is always improving in every TV show, movie, anything that he is in. It's just always getting better.
Michael B. Jordan. I always forget Killmonger. I don't care what anybody says. That performance is a 10 out of 10 performance. 15 out of 10.
He was definitely confident in that role.
Because my favorite performance from her, I think, was either The Gorge or Queen's Gambit. But it can't be.
All right, man. Michael B. Side note: Michael B. Jordan. I was on YouTube watching Fruitvale Station clips. Damn, I think that was the first movie I watched by him. Sad shit.
Yeah. I didn't even know he was Michael B. Jordan when I watched it.
Yeah. He's been in a lot of stuff, man. I just found out today he was in Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, he was in The Wire.
Yeah, no, that I knew. But I
he didn't get paid for it. Super early in his career, he saw it to work. He said on the side.
Damn. Okay, Michael B. Jordan or Margaret Robbie?
Margaret Qualley?
Margaret Robbie?
Margot Robbie?
Margot Robbie. Wow, why did that take me so long to say? I actually think I have a problem. I'm dyslexic, Loki.
Another very, very diverse filmography.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Focus? I can say Focus is one of my favorite movies of all
Wolf
time.
of Wall Street. Harley Quinn. I'm not even going to mention those movies because those movies are trash, but her performance in those movies.
No, she's great.
She's Harley Quinn. That way she could snap out of an Australian accent into a New York accent. It's crazy. That accent she does.
Versus Harley is what we're doing right now?
Yeah.
You know what you should have said? We're taking all these people, and the person you choose, their filmography goes on. So now everybody I cut, I don't get their filmography anymore. That would have been crazy. Because then I would have chose a lot of people differently.
Gotta make it hard,
man. I don't care about Timothée Chalamet's freaking Dune movies. I don't care about a lot of that stuff. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Michael B. Jordan. I'm gonna go Michael B. Jordan.
That's big.
That is big. I'm gonna go Michael B.
So
Jordan.
we're rating this guy as a tier A now. He was a high tier B for me, like tier B plus. He's tier A if he's over Margot. If he's over Margot.
No, you're right.
That puts him in like.
You know what's crazy? If you look at me and you said, "Yo, where would you put Michael B. Jordan?" I would put him in the high B.
Yeah, like that.
If you ask me where like Margot Robbie,
B plus,
she's low A's, mid A's. So yeah, you know what? Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie
or Florence Pugh?
Kills me. I absolutely love Florence Pugh. Florence Pugh is my Black Widow. She is my
I just don't like her in that role.
She's one of my favorite characters in the MCU as of right now. Oh man, she's
great. It's a good list, huh?
No, she's great. But I'm gonna go Margot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna keep hitting you. It's gonna keep getting tougher. I got a few more to go. Margot Robbie. Bro, Robbie, bro.
Margot Robbie. Not robbery. Margot Robbie.
I think I'm high. Okay, versus Pedro Pascal.
Are you out of your mind? What did you just say?
Pedro Pascal.
Don't ask me no questions after that. Pedro.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy?
He's everywhere, but he's the go-to.
Before we started this podcast for years, a movie I liked that you didn't really like is one of the first times I saw him. Actually, the first time I saw him was Narcos and then Game of Thrones. And then this movie, Triple Frontier. You put me on the movie. And it has a crazy cast too. Freaking Charlie Hunnam, Ben Affleck, Pedro, and Oscar Isaac. Oh my gosh.
He was a bag of mid.
Dude, I don't know how you didn't like that movie, bro. Really
I thought I didn't like it. Just,
and you're on your seat.
Expecting
spoilers. They got away with nothing, fam. These guys are broke through it.
They just have to keep dropping the money. Dropping the money.
They burned it to stay warm.
I was like, yo,
that's a great movie. You guys go watch that. Triple Frontier, man. I think it was it directed by Ben Affleck?
I don't know.
It was a great movie. Anyways, continue. Yeah, Pedro.
Okay, Pedro Pascal versus Emma Stone.
Pedro Pascal.
What?
Don't talk to me anymore.
Damn. Pedro Pascal, Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
How quick that guy did that.
Wait. Bradley Cooper is arguably my favorite actor of all time.
Really? I did not know this.
You didn't know that?
No.
Nah, Bradley Cooper has been up there for me.
Guy loves Rocket Raccoon.
It's not even about Rocket. Burnt. Have you watched Burnt?
I don't think so.
Silver Linings Playbook?
Is that the one where he's the chef?
Yeah.
I did watch
Oh
that.
my gosh.
That was a fantastic movie.
Yeah. He is great. I think I can put him up there as like top 3 favorite actors of all time. Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. Limitless. That's my
Limitless.
first Bradley Cooper movie. That and
Hangover.
Hangover, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That was the first time I seen him
End
in a
the list.
movie.
I'm not answering no more. I think this guy actually might be my favorite actor.
There's like 4 more. One of them is pretty trash, but like.
Okay, go. Quick, rapid fire. Let's do it.
Okay. Bradley Cooper, Robert Downey Jr.
Bradley Cooper.
Hot
take. I don't think Robert Downey Jr. is a great actor myself either.
Character actor. Bradley Cooper, Leonardo DiCaprio. Got you there.
Yeah, Leo.
Got you there, bud.
Leo.
Okay, Leo versus Jennifer Lawrence.
You're laughing, but she's great. She is great. She's not great in X-Men, but she is great. And maybe that's because I really like her personality outside of acting, but she's great. I'm going Leo.
Okay,
100%.
This is the last one. Leo or Cillian Murphy?
If there was one person I would have to put into my movie to make it a better movie, and we're not talking money-wise, I'm going Cillian. If we're talking promotion-wise, I'm going Leo. So you do with that what you will.
No, you got to pick. We're not ending on that. What the hell? What type of BS is that?
Cillian Murphy.
Damn.
Cillian Murphy. My pick for Dr. Victor Von Doom. That will be the greatest. Forget about Lobo. And I think that will be all-time greatest casting ever. I think if he was Dr. Doom, Marvel would have killed it. I think there would have been a bigger reaction if he was announced as Dr. Doom than bringing Robert Downey Jr. back. Hot take. You know how many people fan casted this guy? How many fan arts were going around? Oh my gosh, bro! I think he'd be amazing. Look at you. What? You're on this Robert Downey Jr. vibe?
It's not. No,
I'd
rather Cillian, because I'm not a fan of the Robert Downey Jr. thing, just because I don't know what's going on yet. That's why. Yeah. But I'm sure, like, I'm not saying it can't be done really well. But as of now, like, I don't want to see multiverse. I don't want to see clone. I don't want to see none of that stuff.
No, but if Cillian was it, I would have said that should have been for our universe.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I would rather Cillian. But since this is what we get right now, I'm saying if they figure out a way to do it without multiverse stuff, which it's going to be probably impossible.
We're going to talk about it soon, but that's literally impossible.
Yeah.
From what just dropped.
Yeah.
But,
so,
yeah.
That's the problem. All right. Spotlight session. Warner Brothers being acquired by Netflix.
Big deal.
Kind of crazy. So
huge news.
The deal was Netflix buying Warner Brothers at a evaluation given by Netflix for I think $82.7 billion.
Crazy.
So
crazy.
That's kind of, it makes sense. Warner Brothers pumping out all these original movies this year.
No, it's bullshit, bro. This is actually, in my opinion,
as
somebody
bullshit?
who loves theaters and loves the theater experience, you can't have the biggest streaming service buy the third biggest streaming service, and then on top of that, like if it was there like that, you'd be like, okay, whatever. Because with the details of this, they're trying to buy their studios, but they're not trying to get everything else. They just want the studios and their streaming and everything that has to do with TV and film.
They're getting the characters,
right?
buddy.
No, that's what I mean. Like they're getting that. They're not getting the news stations and all that stuff, and they're paying what's it called? Some of it is through shares instead of and cash, right?
Yeah.
But like, bro, how can you have somebody who's the head of Netflix, Ted Sarandos, and say, I think movie theaters are dying. This is a great thing for us, a great thing for everybody because movie theaters are dying. Like that now sets the precedent that you want to stop or slow down the amount of content we're getting in theaters when we already barely get original content. You get what I'm saying? Like it might just be And he definitely said we're gonna stop the long theatrical releases. That it's like
He
stays in
didn't
theaters.
say that.
He did say that.
No,
This is
no,
Go
no.
search it up.
He
100%.
said that
He said we're done with the long theatrical staying in theaters for a long period of time. They don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
No, not dead in theaters
Yeah.
in general, but
Yeah.
how much stuff can they really put out compared to before when it's like, 2 separate studios? The whole Paramount thing, I think that's a better deal. I think that's a better deal in the sense of I feel like a lot more content will come out in theaters than it just
That's
streaming.
not happening. They tried to do a hostile takeover bid, and apparently Warner Brothers is planning to decline that offer. They were looking to, I think they wanted to pay like $40 billion, like something crazy.
All cash, no shares.
No, that's not true either.
It was all cash.
Well,
they wanted everything. They wanted the news stations. They wanted streaming. They wanted their movie studios and TV lot. They wanted all of it for all cash. $100 billion.
From what I was researching, it was the offer was backed by. So
they did say 108 billion for the bid, and
it can be all cash because that's what they're worried about. They're worried about the funding and the financing of how they're going to get all this money. So I don't think whatever they're trying to leverage for this deal is as stable as the Netflix deal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and overall too, a lot of people, especially I don't know if you've seen the Zack Snyder fanboys, were very pro Paramount. Just because it's not really something anyone said, but David Ellison,
Paramount or Netflix,
the Zack Snyder folks, you would think that they'd be happy with the Netflix thing.
Yeah, that's
but
what I think.
I think they want Paramount because David Ellison's father is a Republican. He has a very traditional view about movies and topics and themes in movies.
Mm-hmm.
And even David Ellison was trying to be very pro-Trump and cozy up to him to have him break up that deal with Warner Brothers. But I just don't think that Warner Brothers wants that deal with Paramount. So they're just going to have to suck it up. But I think it's actually better. I think it's actually better for Netflix to buy it just because, listen, you have the biggest movie studio and you have the biggest streaming studio,
mm-hmm.
right? That combination actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it on paper. And nowadays, especially these big IP movies, these big budget movies, they only really have a shelf life of a month or two at the very least. And then no one cares about it. Is anyone going to care about Spider-Man 2 months after down the line? Everyone that is gonna want to watch it is gonna want to watch it opening weekend. That movie makes $1 billion in a month.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, which is a crazy return for a $200-300 investment, right? $200-300 million investment.
and it does say here that it was positioned in the beginning as an all cash offer, but then they changed it. So the real and completed deal now is a mix of cash, equity, and debt restructuring.
Yeah, so I just don't think it's an attractive offer.
Listen, man, I don't care who has what. It is a crazy monopoly, but then it's also what Disney's buying everybody too. So I don't know. As long as we still get good content, we get stuff in the theaters, and they don't kill movie theaters. I think a big reason why people are annoyed is because of what Ted Sarandos said, which was movie theaters are dying. Verbatim, the man said that.
But that is true,
if you
though.
are saying that, but why are they? If you say that and then you're like Tom Cruise, where it's we need to do better in going and buying tickets and going to theaters. Okay, find a solution. Not theaters are dying. On top of that, and this is speculation, of course, but on top of that, it's yo, you guys are the biggest streaming service ever. You're saying theaters are dying.
It's foreshadowing.
Put two and two together.
Yeah, it's foreshadowing.
They're putting all that shit there. So yeah, it makes sense. A lot of people are upset too because now anything that's Warner Brothers is going straight to Netflix. So Paramount Plus and Disney Plus and all these other stuff won't have the chance to now get licensed to play their stuff or have it on there for a few months for people that don't have Netflix and don't have this, which might be a you problem. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it's gonna be a headache, man, for a lot of people. But I'm in the position where if it doesn't harm anything or take away from our theater experiences,
I think Netflix is. People are overlooking this fact that they create a lot of original content. And I'm not saying a lot of it's good,
Yeah,
but
it's not. And a lot of it might be just woke stuff too. And they might change a lot of this stuff to just be woke stuff. Like, you get what I mean?
when you're merging two companies of that scale together, it's not going to just be like a sudden change where like everything now is the big N and it's Netflix and everything is woke. They're buying an organism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're going to have to slowly integrate it. And maybe they're going to make changes here and there. But, things like the DC studio is going to probably remain untouched,
Hopefully.
Given the fact that, just pretty much it things will stay the same for a long time. So, yeah, the only thing is we're just going to see what they're going to do about these releases. I think that's probably the number one thing that they're afraid of. But he did have an interview recently where he was saying that they don't want to devalue what made Warner Brothers so great. So we're still going to have theatrical releases. We're still going to do what Warner Brothers is doing. We don't want to buy the company for what it is.
Yeah.
And then change it to something that it isn't.
Okay, then there you go. That makes sense. And if you have these original ideas and they're just now funneled through, I can see what you're saying. If they're now funneled through, you have the option to now use the studios.
Bigger platform.
Yeah, I can see
big
it. Just
quality producers, writers,
You know what? You might be right. Netflix is the people who be like, yo, original ideas first. So
yeah. Doomsday marketing and trailer.
Crazy,
Avengers
man.
Doomsday.
So I'm watching Avatar. Today's Tuesday. I'm watching Avatar Thursday. And I heard about the whole one trailer a week for Avatar. Great marketing. Well, these guys are fighting for Netflix. These guys are doing their thing. The same day that shit got announced, or fighting for Warner Brothers, the same day that got announced, they announced the Endgame re-release.
Yeah.
And now Endgame is going to be Doomsday is going to be a direct sequel to Endgame. So we're getting that re-release in September. You're getting Doomsday, which is a direct sequel. The absolute most. This is sad, man. And if they do it well, hats off to you. But this is crazy.
They can't do anything after this.
It's jam-packed. It is so messy. And now I got that shit spoiled for me. The first trailer, the first teaser that I wanted to see, I paid $30 to go watch this damn Avatar movie. I don't even like Avatar like that. But I'm going. I'm not saying I'm going for the trailer, but that was...
I was just going to ask you, are you more excited for the trailer or the actual movie?
I was more excited. I already got the tickets, but now that I heard the trailer's coming out, I was like, damn, I'm very excited. And then, boom, it got posted again. So we saw it. So if you guys didn't see it, this is going to be spoilers for the Doomsday teaser that leaked.
Captain Latin America.
Captain Bomberatted America. Holy smokes. No matter what anybody says, from Endgame until now, all those characters washed. We don't need you guys. We don't. These guys are joke mans,
Bob was home.
What do you think about Captain? First of all, let's just say Sam Wilson, Captain America. This guy has been dirtied over and over again, fam. The movie, a lot of people said it was dog shit. Okay? And the man is coming back.
Give him my shield back.
Yo, the best
Give me the ring back. Give me the ring.
Give me the shield back right now. You did not do what I told you. This guy's a joke, man. But yo, I did hear a theory of all this could happen. Steve Rogers can come back from where he is, right? And then at the end of a Doomsday or maybe even Secret Wars, maybe Sam Wilson dies. And Steve then takes that shield that he has and goes back to Endgame. And that's what he says. Oh, it feels like some...
No way. Well, no way. If they connected that detail, hard. I feel like
that one little theory, we're getting amped. Imagine what they could do with this movie. Yeah. So I didn't lose hope, but
that's a crazy detail, and I don't think that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect because there's so much that has happened since Endgame.
Yeah. And
that was the thing that we talked about. We're like, how is this gonna explain, what is this leading up to? What is the event here? What is the nexus point, And we just couldn't really tell. The last 4 or 5 movies were almost kind of they're standalone movies that barely connected in any sense. And then the whole thing with Jonathan Majors being replaced by Robert Downey Jr., Doom.
And isn't it crazy how now with this, and they're saying how Doom, a lot of the big reason why this is going to happen is because, or this is all speculation, theories. Captain America going back in time messed up a lot of things.
Oh.
That's a Kang storyline right there. The reason
Yeah.
why Kang comes is because of Captain America, because he's the man at a time that messes up the future. That's it. So we now see, these guys are using the Kang storyline, which
What if they bring back
probably would have
Kang?
used it, huh?
What if they bring back Jonathan Majors as a surprise in the
I would
movie?
love it. I'd go crazy. I would absolutely love it. Bring the character back. But anyways,
Robert Downey Jr.
yeah. So yeah, we got that. Like Kang, taking the Kang storyline and using it for this. Now we're getting Chris Evans is coming back. You know what I mean? And that kind of takes a light off of, first of all, every other character that's been working their butts off from Endgame to now, having their movies, not making money on it, and doing all that.
You know the Popeyes
think they're
meme
just-
where with the lady, she's tired?
Yeah. Literally, that's Kevin Feige right now, bro. Do you
That's-
think
yeah.
they've like put themselves in a corner? And why do you think that happened? Do you think it's because of Kang and the Jonathan Majors thing?
No, that's
Do you think
that's
it's because
their fault, man.
they just never? You think it's COVID, the writer's strike? What happened
no.
for us to get to this point where we're reusing mans?
I
just said I don't want to see the same person come back as somebody else. We're reusing niggas.
Yeah,
Niggas are
and see
coming back.
that, but you're part of the problem. You just said you don't want to see. As soon as you said Chris, they didn't even say Evans. They just said Chris. You almost dropped your panties. Okay, look,
I'm not gonna lie, he's my favorite character.
yeah, like the thing is,
favorite
it's just too sick. Like you just have to like it. You know what I mean?
You don't need it, but that's the thing. Okay, I think if they brought him back, I always thought the original six were coming back. That's what I always thought, 100%. Right? If they brought them back as cameos throughout the movie and it's big surprises for us, boom! Like the way Human Torch was in Deadpool and Wolverine, we're like, yo, that's crazy. The fact that you have now structured your marketing around these three. The first trailer is him. The second one's Thor. The third one is Doctor Doom. Right? Like.
Sorry. Side note.
I don't know, fam. This is so weird that you are not using none of your characters that you built up.
It's crazy that they're making a movie about Doctor Doom and Fantastic Four is nowhere to be found. Like
These guys took a back seat.
villain.
Another thing about Fantastic Four, I really wish they said something in that movie. Now that I'm thinking about it, so that the whole Doctor Doom with Cillian Murphy, we were talking about. I was thinking about this. They should have said these guys like went through something like the Wasp. Janet did. She got stuck in the quantum realm. They should have got stuck in another universe because they were playing with time and all that stuff back then. You know what I mean? Easily include them into it now. But this whole different universe, Robert Downey, that's my biggest problem right now. That needs to be
it's just
fixed.
a cheap way to introduce these characters.
It's very cheap.
Yeah,
it's
like hey, different
where-
universe, bring them over.
Yeah, where have they been this whole time? Granted, it's not their fault. Fox owned a lot of these characters, but still.
And
They
that's
definitely could've
that's
done
the
it better,
problem. The Marvel universe is filled with a million characters, known and unknown. That could be bangers, but they
Who's talking?
What do you mean?
Everyone's getting one line. Like, why are you even in the movie?
I'm not worried about that because it's Russo Bros are pretty good at like. They're not gonna give everyone an equal part as we've seen in their past Avenger movies, but the parts that everyone's gonna get, it's gonna be good enough. There's gonna for sure someone's gonna get shafted like the Hulk did. He got shafted in the Russo brother movies. Vision got shafted.
But stuff like
They
that.
shafted a lot of people.
Shaq gets cheated at. But stuff like that, I don't get mad at because Vision is so OP. You got to take him out in the beginning.
Yeah.
There has to be a way to take him out. The way Vision got
Even
taken
Hulk
out.
too. Like damn.
No, the Hulk
brother.
was stupid. I think that was the worst decision Marvel's ever made, to be honest, in my opinion.
You got like a guy it's a tragic story with an abusive father, and he's out here taking selfies and looking good. Like Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, he just looked like a pretty boy.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
But yeah, nonetheless, I am very excited for this movie.
Yeah.
I'm way more excited than I am for Supergirl, than I am for Spider-Man next year. I am.
It's gonna be a big
Yo,
year. It's gonna be a big year.
If they F this up, like, what do you think the repercussions are if they mess this one up?
I don't think it's gonna matter regardless. I feel like a lot of people aren't gonna be watching it anyways, just because this stuff fell off. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's only the true, real OG fans. And it's just gonna be a letdown to the fans, the day oneers.
Yeah.
You know, people like you and me that like have watched everything from day one. Like,
And everything I've watched in between from 2019 till now was because I knew there was going to be another Avengers movie. There was going to be another event.
turns out you didn't even have to do that. Don't worry, I didn't watch everything. So.
Now, if I watch this movie and I find out, ayo, I did not need to watch, like, 10 of the movies that I watch, I would be very, very upset.
Oh, you're gonna be pissed off.
Very
no
upset.
All right. Well, that was kind of today's show. You know,
A lot of information.
A lot of information.
A lot of news, man.
You know, but
main thing, guys, check out the Patreon. We're gonna drop the link down below. We're posting all those vids. Start watching the real reactions. We're getting back on The Walking Dead season 2 just now. Another video is gonna drop this week, hopefully. And yeah. So
like, comment, subscribe. You know, just show some love.
Show some love, guys. Till next time.
Peace.